When I saw the trailer for this documentary, I just wanted two things from them. Number one, give me an insight into what the players were thinking, their feelings, their thoughts, their conversations, and the strategies that they were discussing inside the huddle. All the things that I could never understand just watching it through my mobile. And second, if at all possible, give me the same feeling that I had watching this happen. And Neeraj Pandey somehow gave me that and so much more. Now that being said, today I'm gonna try to show you this documentary through my eyes. Somebody who makes cricket documentaries day in and day out. I'm not gonna do a play-by-play of each and every scene, just those moments that made an impact on me, that stayed with me. So let's start from the turning point, the run out. The way they have shot the entire process of the screen going black, zooming in, and Rahane realizing what exactly he has done. He goes from disbelief to irritated to pure disappointment. What I couldn't take my eyes off, Virat Kohli kept on looking back. He kept on looking back the entire time. Even when he went inside the dugout, he kept on looking back. And then when Rahane got out, the look on Virat Kohli's face says it all. And then they show all the catches that were dropped in that inning, and this is where pure director's magic comes in, because just as the montage ends, they have shown Rahane's reaction to that. It is the same reaction I had watching it while I was screaming on my mobile phone in my office. And then we had the 36 all out. Each and every Indian batsman walking out with zeros and single-digit numbers below them. And that was followed by the barrage of tweets and newspaper articles. The fact that they included social media in this shows how important it was at that point of time. Ashwin is seen to be quoting Michael Vaughan's tweets, so it is the part of the sport now. Those tweets affect players in the dugout itself. And what amazed me the most regarding this is that even now, they have no idea what happened. Siraj is laughing about it. Ashwin still seems to be in disbelief over it. The players playing on the field still haven't figured out what went wrong. It could have been one bad session of play, but no. That became calls for 4-0 whitewash. And that is where the fun started. Now, the fact that the entire management staff took the entire team for dinner, played dumb sharafs, Ravi Shastri even put up skits somehow. That speaks to the maturity of the staff. It was the perfect setup for the series that was to come. And thus we enter episode number 2. I'm gonna go on a rant on Ashwin here. Frankly speaking, once his career in cricket is done, he should go into media commentary. That person has a knack of speaking. Just give him a camera, tell him an incident, and just see him go off. Even in the last episode where he was talking about Steven Smith, the way he was describing the dance Steven Smith forms, the fact that he was the only player playing in the top 11 who had taken the optional net session, and the way he had taken out the best spin playing batsman of the opposite side by just tricking him out. He knew exactly which shot he would play. He knew exactly where the ball would land. He knew exactly where his player should stand. Forget about everything else. He knew exactly how his right leg moves when he plays that shot. He is one of the most intellectual, cunning bowler I have seen in my time. And then when he comes out and says that Rahane was the perfect captain for this setting, it genuinely tells me how the entire team sees him as an captain. And coming to Rahane, getting Virat Kohli run out, 36 all out, becoming the captain, playing under overcast condition with a hurting back and hitting a century. When he was run out because of Jadeja this time, there is a small scene where Jadeja looks down and says sorry, which is followed by Ajinkya Rahane tapping him on his chest and telling him, don't worry much, just handle the match. It's the small things that matter, don't they? And then, as we are about to win, we have the Paddy Upton monologue. I'm just going to read the part that I have written down. DNA of the Indian psyche. An insight can come from India's history at war. They were never forced to attack. But once attacked, India has some of the swiftest retaliation and military victories. So, there is something written in Indian DNA or psyche that once attacked, they are incredibly ferocious and swift at retaliating. It was the perfect ending that they could have given to this arc of 2 tests. Because coming the 3rd test, a completely new battle was going to start. The first step of which was taken with the bio-bubble controversy. The funny thing is, all the players are very clear that all of that was nothing more than the Australian government playing mind games with them. The same mind games, due to which Steven Smith was being taunted by Ashwin's name in the nets to get him motivated for the next match. The same Ashwin who already had an injured back. Well, that didn't matter much now, did it? Given the sheer number of injuries that we already had. There is a line that they say that just the physio had spent more time on the pitch than any of the tail-ending batsmen of India. And yet, we had Rishab Pant sneaking onto net practice along with that physio in tow, to make sure that tomorrow, on the last day of the test, he comes one spot above Vihari. And the moment he comes out, the entire Australian team at once says, yeah, it's good. It means they're going for runs. Well, it quite didn't go that way, because by the end of the day, we had Ashwin and Vihari combo at the crease. This picture of Ashwin being surrounded by 6 Australian fielders. Can you imagine how isolating it must be for that guy? To stand there, all alone, desperately trying to stay alive. Ashwin has quoted here, I went into a zone where you have to die in the field if that's what demanded of you. You have to. On the other hand, we had the 23 runs in 200 balls on Vihari. A monumental mental feat. Somehow, we had saved this test. The next test was going to determine everything. But come the start of the final test, Ashwin was gone, Jadeja was gone, Jasprit Bumrah was gone. While travelling towards the stadium, Rahane was actually counting the players he had, making sure that he had enough players. Net bowlers were actually playing test cricket. The same bowlers that then went and carved out the entire Australian batting order, which was responded by converting Pujara into a punching bag. The entire sequence where they keep on showing, it was truly gut-wrenching to watch. And that ended on that one look between Hazelwood and Pujara. It was pure savagery, pure indomitable will. It was cricket. As the match ended though, I had my one pet peeve. I love the way that they have ended on Rishab Pant. The fact that he had to end the match there or risk losing the entire match. The way they have built it up there is truly amazing. But I also remember watching the entire Indian team celebrating the moment we won. That moment was truly goosebumps inducing. For some reason, that didn't happen here. After we won the match, the story somehow just dropped off. The entire documentary had brought us to this point. It was supposed to be where I would get the final punch, that final exhilaration. And I was waiting for it to happen. It just didn't. Yet, in spite of that, this was an amazing story to witness. The story of one of the greatest cricket series ever played. Here is to hoping that we get to see more and more of such high-end production stories. Because what makes cricket fun in the end is not the bat and ball, is it? It's the stories that the bat and ball create in that 22-yard pitch.